Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the first ever YouTube live show where we are singing Eye to Eye by Powerline. Are you ready, Ellie?
I don't know that song.
If we listen to each other's heart, we'll find we're never too far apart.
It's not live. We're not live either. Like, it's all fake.
For the first time ever, we're singing it.
I love, like, just getting into it like immediately.
I found a YouTube. I found a YouTube video where it was a 3D, like one of those 3D YouTube videos where you can like move the camera around. It was
you get a 360 video.
Yeah, that's it, 360. And it was the Powerline concert from the Goofy movie.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Powerline,
that's
baby.
Cool. That is cool. That's what Max wants to see Powerline because he told, was her name Roxanne?
Yes.
What's the girl?
I think her name is Roxanne. I think that's correct.
He told her that he was embarrassed because, guys, I'm gonna fuck content. I'm gonna
we are a minute in, and we're just going for it. Welcome back to SpongeBob. Who gives a shit?
Who cares about SpongeBob? Today I'm gonna summarize the Goofy movie.
Yeah.
In the Goofy movie, Goofy's son Max wants to impress a cute dog girl who I think is called Roxanne.
I believe that is her
shit.
name. I believe her name is Roxanne.
He's in high school. He's something like that.
Is he in high
Goofy,
school? I guess he's like a freshman, maybe.
I think he's a freshman in high school. He wants to impress Roxanne the dog because she's pretty. But his dad is Goofy, which causes a lot of problems for old Maxie, right?
It causes some angst.
It causes some angst because Max is a growing boy. Lives with his dad. His dad's a little goofy, but he means well. But his freaking dad wants to go on a big road trip with his son Max, and Max is just feeling a little embarrassed about that.
Yep.
Because he's a teenage.
He doesn't want to go on a road trip with his dad.
When it's freaking Goofy, right? He's such an embarrassing guy.
Yeah, like the movie literally opens up where Max has a nightmare where he's about to like kiss Roxanne, and then he turns into Goofy, and it's like a horror scene.
Yeah, it's scary.
He's like, yuck! And she screams in horror.
I first watched this movie, guys, by the way, when I was like 25, so in case you want to know where I'm coming from here.
I saw that movie when I was younger. That scene did scare me. I did not want to become Goofy.
Yeah, I don't want to become Goofy either. It would have scared me as a kid. What scares me as an adult. But Goofy means well, Max, he just gives him kind of a hard time because he's a teenage boy. He's embarrassed about stuff. He's flirting with Roxanne, who kind of digs him. I think he does something like funny or cool at like a school assembly maybe or some shit.
That sounds right.
And that involves the band Powerline, they're popular.
Yeah, it's
like
Powerline is like a singer guy. He's like a Michael Jackson type character.
Michael Jackson type dog type character.
Yeah.
And Maxie's got to go on a summer road trip with Goofy, but he's embarrassed about it. And Goofy decides this kind of on a whim. He wants to bond with his son. His wife is dead. That's in there somewhere. There's a sad scene about that.
Yes, his wife is dead.
And I think what happens, there's a ruse involved. Max is embarrassed that his dad is Goofy. He's supposed to go on a date with Roxanne, but then his freaking dad Goofy doesn't even ask him. He's like, we're going on this road trip. And so Maxie, embarrassed to tell the girl he likes, Roxanne, that he's going on a road trip with his dad, says, we're going to the Powerline concert. I'm going to be there on stage with Powerline. Which, first of all, is not even fucking true. Damn. You can't do that. It still doesn't work.
I'm gonna try a couple times for practice.
Okay.
See if I can get it.
And so she's like, well, that's really cool. I'm gonna watch the concert on TV, so I'll see you there. And then the whole road trip is on false pretenses, right? Max just wants to get them to Powerline.
Yeah, he's tricking Goof at times.
He's tricking Goofy.
He's like altering the map and trying to get them to go see Powerline. It should also be noted that accompanying them on the trip, I believe, is Pete and his son PJ.
Yeah, and Pete is a whole, you know, he's sort of Goofy's enemy, but is also sort of his friend.
They're like neighbors, I think.
They're like neighbors. It's sort of like a Timmy's dad and Dinkelberg type situation, I think, between those two,
yeah,
right?
I think so.
He's like, oh, freaking old Pete, and like, I think Pete just, you know, they happen to be doing the same thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Goofy's
They're like,
that thing.
I think they're going fishing.
And anyway, there's a scene where I think Max almost gets them killed. They fucking crash into like a waterfall or something crazy. His ruse is revealed to Goofy, which really hurts Goofy's feelings. Because Goofy thought he was just having a nice vacation with his son. Turns out his son's embarrassed of him. He's been lying to him this whole time. But, you know, he's just a kid. He wants to impress a girl. And so Goof and his boy somehow end up at the Powerline concert.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
They end up at the Powerline concert and they, like, accidentally, like, they're getting chased by the security guards. But they end up on stage and then...
And Powerline's just cool about it. He's like, I like Goofy and Max. That's good.
Yep.
And, you know, at the end of the movie, Max realizes, like, I've been a real piece of shit to my dad, Goofy, who's cool and nice, and he's just trying to do his best. He's a little silly. And so, you know, even though he got to be there at Powerline, he comes clean to Roxanne. He's like, hey, Roxanne, you know, I was actually just hanging out with my dad. I wasn't supposed to be there. I was hanging out with my dad, Goofy, and I'm sorry for lying to you. And she's like, well, I think that's sweet. Yeah. She thinks it's sweet of him.
If I remember correctly, this might be the sequel actually, but I think he gets kissed and he actually goes, yuck?
I think that might happen. I don't know. I don't know if is Roxanne in an extremely Goofy movie?
No, I actually don't know.
Or has Max moved on?
He might have moved on.
Good for him, honestly. I'm glad he got some young
it's rare for like your like fucking
high school
love to like keep going. I'm looking for fucking shortcuts, man.
I know, I see that. I feel like that top path you keep taking might be slower than the lower path. Maybe.
This one right here?
Yeah,
I'm just kind of curious. A lot. Like I gotta go all the way around otherwise.
Yeah, I don't know where they connect, right?
I don't know. This level's
anyway, guys,
tough.
that's my summary of a Goofy movie. I hope
did you like it? Thank you for watching.
Yeah, 9 out of 10.
I like that movie.
I like it a lot. I think it's really cute.
It's fun. I actually have seen an extremely Goofy movie more often, but that's mostly just that's the one that I had growing up.
I haven't seen it. I've heard it's less good.
Oh,
nice! Look at that.
Well, that might be
spiral
something. That might be something.
You're cooking. You're cooking. I remember last time when you got good at it, you needed to save like 5 to 10 seconds or something.
Yeah.
But
when we listen, that song's a fucking banger, though.
I do remember it kind of banging, unnecessarily.
We'll find we're never too far apart. Maybe love is the reason why.
How have you been, buddy? We really walked right into...
Can I go all the way down there? No, okay.
We really launched... You should restart.
I should.
We really launched into some fucking content here today. How are you? I haven't even asked you what you're drinking. What are you drinking today, Al?
I just got some water.
Got some water. I got a little bit of iced tea going on here.
I had an iced tea earlier. So, fun. We were going to record earlier, but when I went to go get into my car, and this is the first time Ellie's heard like this whole actual story from me.
That's true. I was just told that there was a delay due to car issue.
There was my car, I went to start it, and it went click, 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 and I was like, uh-oh.
Never a good feeling.
That's not good. And so I was like, that sounds like the battery. And I was like, I've had this car since 2018, 2019, and I was like, oh, I've never changed the battery. That battery's probably dead by now, for sure. Yeah. Sure enough, I contacted my dad, and he was like, yeah, that's probably the case. And I was like, I was like, are you busy today? If possible, could you come over and like drive me to AutoZone and help me change my battery? And he was like, yeah, I can do that. So my dad came over, and I heard a knock on my door. I opened it up, and my dad handed me a sweet tea. and he was like,
Nice.
"This is from Mom," and he was like, I told your mom that I was coming over, and she like paused for a second and was like looking around, and then he was like, "What are you looking for?" And she was like, "I'm seeing if there's anything I can give Alec."
That's very cute.
But it was easy. It was a very easy fix. We literally took the battery out, took it to AutoZone. We are not sponsored by AutoZone.
Nope.
And
not as far as I know.
I bought a new battery for.
Here?
It was like, yeah, it was like right here. I bought a new battery for like $260. Yikes. Because it's fucking expensive. But hey, that's what we got credit cards for, baby.
Yeah.
So,
that's good. I'm glad that it wasn't a huge hassle, at least.
No, it was easy. We got it put in, and I started my car, and it works. So
yeah.
All's well that ends well. I just have a little less money now.
Yeah, it's what it'd be like. I really feel, ever since I've become like an independent adult, I'm like really feeling every little random expense. Like there's no normal month. It feels like
no.
There's always some random shit that comes up.
I'm glad I went into...
You kind of just got to budget in like a couple $100 of like random
I've
bullshit.
You know, I'm pretty good about putting away like a little bit here and there to help out.
Yeah.
So and like I said, it's not like I'm not like destitute now or nothing.
It never feels good though.
No.
Like whenever I've needed to like I've had to like get new tires like multiple times in the last couple of years.
Tires
and it's
suck.
so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And those shit they can just break. They can just decide like, nah.
That's what happened to my fucking battery. Like I thought I was like, is there no warning with this shit? It just stops working, I guess.
Yeah, that sucks. I probably need to replace my battery at some point. I don't know when I last did that. And my car's getting super old. I really need to like start thinking in the next year or two about like getting a new car. Yeah, well, I'm trying to get mine because I just paid this car off. Like last year, right?
Like last year, yeah. So I'm trying to make it last as long as I can.
Oh yeah. I mean, your car is pretty new, right? Still, you said like
2015.
2015, yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm driving a 2010 something or the other.
Yeah. You know, it's got like almost 100k miles on it, but it's just the nature of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got like 170 or something. It's getting up there. I don't know. I have faith in my old Camry. I think I could probably drive it to, 200 something.
This was the best attempt, but I'm still short. Like quite a bit, actually.
What's the trick?
There has to be a trick. There has to be a path.
I'll try to. My eyes just glaze over watching this. I'm gonna try to really focus this time on.
See if you notice any paths I can like possibly take.
There's a certain like delicacy I feel like to the design of like this sort of racetrack where there's a lot of branching paths and stuff.
Yeah.
This game does not do a very good job of signposting the faster paths.
No, it does not.
It's like you're not racing against anything, so you can't like see like a ghost or another racer and see, oh, they passed me there, and you can't really see very clearly like the other parts of the track and where they meet up.
And it's also not like I can fall forever. There's like invisible walls, right?
Yeah, so it's very difficult to tell like what the faster path is. Like, for all I know, that's not faster. I think it definitely is.
It definitely
but, like,
is.
It's hard to tell how much faster it is.
If this was fucking Sonic, I'd be able to jump all the way down there.
It would be awesome.